All right, welcome everyone to another Link to the Past Randomizer League match between Team Hawkdish and Link Finds a Way. Sorry, I don't have a good Jeff Goldblum impression. Yeah, my name is Artie Walsh. I'll be narrating this hot spoiler sanity action. Yeah, so we're late into the week here, but if you haven't seen a spoiler log race or a spoiler sanity race yet, basically these runners are going to be given directions from their pilot, who is off screen right now. It's going to be Lady Box Thief piloting for KegInTheCloset and Mr. DNA for OvidiusNaso. And yeah, so the pilot has all the information that the runners need, and yeah, they're just going to be kind of trying to parse the log as fast as they can so that the runner can complete the seed as efficiently as possible. So yeah, right now we see that the runners both got 300 rupees out of Sanctuary, but KegInTheCloset is going to be setting up Houlihan here. So usually what the Houlihan accomplishes in a spoiler key sanity race is it gives you rupees, which lets you buy bombs. It looks like that may have been the opening that Ovidius and DNA were going to pursue, but getting the rupees out of Sanctuary, I think they're just opting to start progressing, whereas KegInTheCloset is just opting to buy Lady Boxy for a little bit of time so that she can just kind of dig her way through the log and just give her a little time to breathe and not have to, guide Keg through the early game here and just, set up the route a little bit more, precisely. All right, we're also picking up a pod small key out of Link's house. It's good to get pod smalls early. There's no such thing as too many pod smalls. The more pod smalls you can find, the more efficient you can make your route, and the less you may have to rely on hammer yump, which I don't know if either runner knows yet, but it's definitely a really hard trick to pull off. And yep, both runners opting to farm bombs out of these bushes. Okay, now we see why they're farming bombs out of the bushes. We got an item in maze race here, so that bomb is going to make this route just a little bit more fluid. Just immediately pick up whatever's going to be sitting here on the maze race. Yeah, and so the pilots, it's worth noting, are given the spoiler log as soon as the race starts, not a moment before. And so is our tracker for today, MJ Lowell. So yeah, MJ Lowell has already taken the liberty of marking down our pendants in our crystal today. It looks like Pod, Skull Woods, and Ice Palace are our pendants. So yeah, really interesting pendant layout there. So yeah, we are going to have to hunt for a couple weird big keys here, like the desert and the eastern big keys are big keys that only really lock a couple locations, and we get an ice rod hunt too. But yeah, at least hopefully we won't have to kill Helmus or anything like that. And yeah, so we're just going to be going through Kakariko now. All right, a couple pretty big items here in Kakariko. We get a cane from the chicken hut and hammer out of the tavern. So yeah, the hammer is nice early offense, and yep, we're opting to continue forth. Oh, hey, the ice rod. That is definitely nice to see early. No, it's obviously nice to see wherever it is, but that means that hopefully we can avoid any of the Turtle Rock double dipping shenanigans. And oh, that was a pretty stacked well there. That's both rods, the Moon Pearl. Yeah, couldn't really ask for a better cave there. Oh, and nice early boots. Yeah, boots are kind of a blessing and a curse in this mode because, for the runner, you like the boots because they make the game faster and they make the game fun to play. But for the pilot, they make the game faster, and you would prefer that the game just slow down a little bit so that you have a little bit more time to parse through the information. But, you know, that's a trade-off you take every time. Like, yeah, you really want to get those boots as soon as possible, just like accelerate all the other checks that you have to do. Alright, so that's nice. We get a nice early bottle out of the mushroom spot, and given that Naso didn't save and quit after picking up the rupees, I'm wondering if there may be something on Sick Kid. Because we are going... Oh no, we're going straight to Bonk Rocks. That is also a check that we have available. Okay, and we get an early bow out of Bonk Rocks. That is a pretty interesting find. Yeah, we're getting a lot of the, Y items and a lot of the progression items really early on. We're not seeing a lot of keys. I think we just have seen, like, a pod small and a skull small. The skull small maybe not being the most useful thing in the world. And we saw Keg save and quit after collecting the money out of the hideout. So he may be trying to route in the bow a little bit later, or perhaps his pilot just has not caught the bow yet, or maybe they're planning to, like, grab that bow when they open up Death Mountain. So yeah, obviously they're going to find out where that bow is. Just going to be a matter of when they decide to route that check in. And we get a glove out of the secret passage chest, and we also get a nice early Sphere 1 Ganon's Tower Big Key. Yeah, a couple of really good finds. Alright, so we're getting some nice divergence here. Yeah, both of these runners go into pretty high density checks right now. KegInTheCloset getting 5 items from Hype Cave. Naso getting 5 items out of Mini Moldarm Cave, assuming this Moldarm cooperates. Yeah, there we go. Nice cane strat. Okay, so we get a Turtle Rock Small out of Mini Moldarm Cave, and you also get a sword out of Hype Cave, and yeah, some nice communication from KegInTheCloset and Lady Boxy there. Just Lady saying, okay, the sword's all that you really need out of Hype Cave, just grab that, and let's move on. And yeah, that sword's really nice find. It's going to make Mini Moldarm Cave just a little bit easier for Keg, and it's also going to make movement a lot easier, just being able to, have that sword out for all these dashes with these early boots, so yeah. Really nice, and we are going for a super early catfish. I'm excited to find out what is on catfish today. Alright, so Keg throwing the rock. Had to play it a little bit careful, navigating these dangerous enemies with just the half heart to his name. And we get the hook shot. Yeah, really solid find. So with that hook shot, I wonder where these runners are going to be going. Looks like Ovidius is heading over to the village of Outcasts to start his Dark World. So yeah, the pilot may have seen something in Thieves Town that has piqued their interest. Oh, and Keg going back for escape. Okay, so it looks like we're heading to Dark Cross, which... Yeah, just pausing to confirm something with the pilot. Yeah, so no magic right now, so they can't light their way through these dark rooms. Yeah, they do have a bottle of green goo if the path gets a little bit hairy, but... And meanwhile, Naso lifting all these bushes, so that kind of signals to me that either there's nothing of value in Skull Woods, or there's nothing of value that he's really interested in getting now, missing as he has a sword and also maybe a couple hearts. Okay, it's a nice find there. Yeah, cape's a really good safety item. So one interesting thing about the spoiler... Oh, that's a fun lamp. Lovely. Okay, that's a new V31 thing, lamp being locked by fire rod, and I'm glad that we got to see it this time. Yeah, so Ovidius having grabbed the cape, kind of navigating around these guards. Yeah, so your safeties are going to be pretty minimal in a spoiler key sanity seed. Like usually if you're just running a seed on your own without a pilot, you're just running into like a lot of hard pieces and whatnot on the way that kind of make your route a little bit smooth, that kind of like, you know, make you a little bit safer. Whereas here, like if you see a blue mail in like the vanilla big key chest in Eastern Palace, you're probably not going to be getting that armor upgrade. So yeah, safeties are kind of limited and you kind of just take what you need to get. All right, so there's the bow pickup for Keg. Meanwhile, Naso, yeah, it looks like they just went into Village of Outcasts to grab that cape just to get that safety. And, you know, I don't blame them. This could be a dangerous mode. And we also get the Desert Palace big key, so that's one of our required big keys that we are going to need today. All right, Keg is going to be going for the South Shore check. So yeah, he's just picking up his Gannett Tower big key so that he doesn't forget it later. And in addition to the Desert Palace big key, Naso picked up the mushroom, so yeah, gonna be interesting to see why we made that pickup. Then we're heading back into Village of Outcasts. Oh yeah, and Mitzrin Skull, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so Naso picked up the Mitz somewhere in these Village of Outcasts checks, and yeah, he is going to be rescuing the Smiths without a mirror, it seems like. Yeah, and maybe doing a couple other checks in this area. Maybe Stumpy, probably going to pick up that sword in Hype Cave if I had any guess. Oh, that's an unfortunate death. Yeah, that was kind of an RNG death. Like, that bomb could have flown anywhere. It just happened to fly right in the path of where Naso was going. So just a minor time loss. Nothing too significant. It's just going to be like a couple extra screen transitions and an extra warp, but yeah, just one of those Link to the Past things. Can't really predict how those bomb dudes move. The game does not want OvidiusNaso to have a sword, apparently. That's... Yeah, now he's just saying, alright, he can keep that sword. I'll just, maybe he'll pick it up when he does Swamp Palace, but yeah, that sword's always going to be there. He'll be able to pick it up, no problem, as long as he remembers that it's there. Alright, so Keg, fake flip it over to Waterfall Fairy. Oh, Blue Coat. Alright, that's a nice catch, because the spoiler log will also tell you what Botto's the Pyramid Fairy drops. We get a... That's a long way to go for the Thieves Town Small Key. That's going to be a pretty interesting find. So yeah, a couple small keys were just found. Keg found his second Turtle Rock small key, looks like, and Ovidius finding the Thieves Town small key. So yeah, that could mean that something is in the big chest of thieves. I think I have access to the spoiler log, but I'm not able to actually. I'm not actually using it because I just want to concentrate on the race right here. So yeah, I'm just finding everything out as you are. So we'll see what plans the runners have cooked up for all the items that they've been finding. Okay, we get another sword out of Dig Game, and not too many digs for that sword, which is a... Yeah, so that's a pretty good find. You definitely want as many swords as you can find, as long as you're not, somewhere very silly. Okay, and we're seeing Naso pick up the purple chest. So that signals to me that maybe the Thieves Town small key, maybe there's not something in the big chest. Maybe they just grabbed it because, they already went all this way to turn the Smiths. Why the heck not grab that logically required item? So we'll see if it's a hard requirement, but maybe they just picked it up for, convenience. You're right there. Why not? Okay, so Keg making the play on the back of Skull Wood, so... I'm wondering what is going to be in this chest. So we get a big key for... Okay, here a big key is... Yeah, I did see both of these runners practicing their Hera pot this morning. So while Big Key of Hera may be a little bit skippable, and given where it is, maybe some runners would have opted to skip it, but it's also like not the easiest trick in the world to pull off. So like, yeah, I can understand why you would like opt to like make this little detour for just that like additional safety. Like just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should. If this is a race, you just got to go what you're comfortable with, and yeah. Oh, and Master Plan not working out for Naso there. Gets their Master Sword out of Hype Cave, but unfortunately tried to turn it in the purple chest with the mirror, but remembered, oh yeah, I don't have the mirror yet. It's going to be behind whatever's on this purple chest drop off. Oh yeah, and good point in chat. Lady Boxleaf could have been looking ahead to Tower of Hera in the spoiler log and caught that there was something that was needed in the big chest, so yeah. Yeah, definitely a couple good reasons to pick up that big chest, to pick up that big key. Oh, we get that's nice little symmetry there. We get the Thieves Town big key out of purple chest after getting the small key off of the Smiths. Alright. So yeah, Keg is going to be taking their time to get the Master Sword and probably going to be initiating the Smith sequence, while Naso is going into Desert. So yeah, they can get a couple items out of here, and they can kill the boss with the big key, so... Oh, and must not be anything interesting in the items that we can access. They're just beamlining for Landmo, and... yeah, gonna get the first crystal of the match here. Yeah, and we see another one of those additional challenges of spoiler co-op, remembering what you've already checked, kegging the closet, making the second trip into Bonk Rocks. Yeah, no, maybe the bow respawns. You never know. Okay, so looks like that book is going to be required for something in Desert Palace. Yeah, because... okay, so we got a GT Small off of Landmolus. Yeah, so the GT Small's nice. It means that you don't have to like steal that small key that's next to the torch room, so yeah, a little bit of a time save there. And now Ovidius is going down to Desert Ledge to grab a big key for... oh, Turtle Rock! Okay, so when Naso goes up the mountain, they will have access to a lot of checks in Turtle Rock. Yeah, curious when they go back for Waterfall Fairy to pick up that second small key, because you will need at least 3 small keys and that big key that Ovidius just got to clear out Turtle Rock, but... Alright, so we're seeing Divergence again. We got KegInTheCloset heading into Paradox Cave, picking up his bug net, probably a couple other items. Ether, that's probably required. We're seeing Naso going into Thieves Town. Yeah, picking up that heart container makes sense. That's not too far out of the way. You definitely don't want to be on 4 hearts green mail forever. Right, we're going to see Keg heading into Tower of Hera now. Yeah, picking up a pod small key from the basement cage. Yeah, pod is a pendant, but we sure are getting a lot of keys for pod so far. Yeah, picking up Quake and yeah, just taking the security of the big key and just heading right up the tower. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, and that was a conveniently timed hard piece health refill for OvidiusNaso in this room. Yeah, I don't know if he and DNA plotted that out. If they did, well done. That's the play of the game. But yeah, I like getting that extremely convenient health refill. And we're getting a second small key to Ganon's tower out of there, so we don't even have to kill the mini Hama. We can just head straight up the tower. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, tempered out of the big chest. Okay, I would say there's definitely value out of grabbing that small key, or out of grabbing the big key from the back of Skull Woods. Yeah, because, not knowing where that force sword is, but knowing that you are going to be on pretty low heart count, probably low armor count, having the tempered sword is like, a lot of security, and that's going to make the game, it's going to make execution easier. Like, even if you, as long as you can, kill the bosses fast, you don't really have to worry about, your health situation. Yeah, so that's Hera down for Keg. Ovidius is going to be collecting his second crystal here in pretty short order. Yeah, we're going off script here, but we have Cape and we have Green. I think he still has the potion, so yeah, he should hopefully be fine just as long as he's reacting. Yeah, just immediately going for the Cape. Probably going to be putting that on once the third phase starts. Yep, there we go. Yeah, he's good. Right, and that's crystal number 2 for OvidiusNaso, as KegInTheCloset uses the Quake Medallion he picked up in Hera to open up Turtle Rock. He might go in, just won't be able to get past the, he's only gonna have access to, like, you know, the first few checks in Turtle Rock. Doesn't have enough small keys to get, doesn't have, like, the third small key or the big key to get to Laser Bridge. Okay, Biter Sword and Hookshot Cave. Okay, so I can definitely see why Ovidius would have skipped grabbing that Hera big key. That's not too far out of the way, but no, it's a nice little safety item for you. So yeah, I can agree with still picking up the Tempered Sword. Okay, so we're seeing Naso grab his hookshot off of the catfish, and this looks to be the Desert Palace play for KegInTheCloset. And I can agree with Chad. Spoiler log is, for my money, this is the most difficult league I've had to experience in League. Like, as a runner, you're doing a lot of, like, low heart, low health execution that, you know, maybe you're not comfortable with. And, like, as the pilot, you have to parse out a lot of information in a short amount of time so that your runner is getting everything that they need, like, pretty quickly. Yeah, and we see... Yeah, and we're seeing our runners kind of both kind of grabbing some Turtle Rock keys that they may have wanted, that they might have been able to get earlier, but yeah, Naso's going to be grabbing his second Turtle Rock Small out of there, and you definitely want that Turtle Rock Small before you go into Turtle Rock, because yeah, it's looking like that Turtle Rock dip is going to be imminent. Yeah, another good point in chat. Like, the high-speed routing is definitely the more difficult aspect of this kind of thing, because, like, something like, you know, if you see that the book's in blindside, maybe you're telling your something from, like, this race, like, maybe, like, you know, Lady Boxy kind of saw the book in blindside and said, okay, skip that for now, and I'll tell you if you have to go back to get it, and then she may have, like, realized, like, it's not something that you can immediately tell if the mirror is locked behind book, which in this case I think it may well be. Yeah, it's not something that you can, like, immediately see. It's something that you kind of, like, have to wait a little bit for, so yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard to, like, piece together the weird logic chains that this video game will throw at you. Yeah, we see KegInTheCloset collecting his crystal and his second GT small, and he's probably going to be going back up the mountain shortly here. Oh, hey. Well, we got a little bit of a spoiler. We see the flippers over on Spectacle Rock, and we also see Naso making the call to dive into Spike Cave. Oh, and that's unfortunate for Naso, getting all the way to the end and just only having barely enough. Yeah, so he's probably gonna have to try that again, because I'm assuming there's something pretty required in Spike Cave. Oh, and Keg with a save and quit on his way back to Turtle Rock, so... And if I had... I'm wondering if that might be our third Turtle Rock small. Yeah, so Keg has fewer hearts than OvidiusNaso at this point, but I believe, if I remember correctly, he picked up the blue cane out of Hookshot Cave, and the blue cane, it costs more magic upon initialization, but it will drain slower than the cape will, so... And he did pick up a blue pot out of the Waterfall Fairy, so he should be fine. Yeah, just gonna have to be really quick with the activation after he uses this hookshot. Yep, there we go. Yep, safe and sound. And there's our third Turtle Rock small key. So he can get every chest in Turtle Rock except for the big key chest. So we're going to assume that there's nothing really required in there. The seed may logically require a double dip in Turtle Rock, since that 4 small could be like anywhere that's not behind Trinex or the big key chest, but yeah, I'm sure having that third small, like, Ladybox is just going to tell them to go for it, and if there's anything in that chest, we'll find out pretty shortly. Oh, that's always a sad day when you take a death going for a safety. Yeah, Keg trying to like get the fairy out of the bonk rock there, but fortunately no luck, and yeah, that's gonna be just another extra mountain climb for him. Yep, so having a small spot of trouble trying to set up this Herapod, and also needed to remember, oh yeah, there's a required medallion in that chest, I need to just grab that. Yeah, and Keg now playing it safe, not bothering with the Dead Rocks, just gonna go up Super Bunny Cave. I believe he opened up Turtle Rock on his first trip up the mountain, so yeah, he's not gonna run into any trouble with this. And yeah, looks like Naso got the Herapot, and I'm just gonna kill Moldorm and be on their merry way. Well, it's smart of Keg to remember that there is going to be a magic refill at the very beginning of Turtle Rock, so he doesn't need to bother with the magic refill in Super Bunny. Alright, and we're going to see him navigate 4-heart Green Mail Turtle Rock. Okay, missing a torch, but he should be able to get it with that Fire Rod shot, and yeah, we're gonna see what's here in the roller room. Yeah, taking out the cane, just gonna dash through these rollers, because this room is terrible. Okay, yeah, that heart is worth it. Oh no, Naso. Even had the blue pot out, that's a sad day. Yeah, yeah, and you can see they're having trouble sussing out their next move where they can go to like quickly refill that magic bar. They're probably just gonna go right back for it, yeah. And again, that's another one of the rough things about Spoiler Key Sanity is that you know, usually when you get to Spike Cave, you know, you have half magic, you have like 10, 12 hearts, like it's not really that big of a deal, but like here you just have to be really precise with your movement in Spike Cave, and you have to like kind of be calculating out when you can like turn off your cape, or like when you have to turn on your cape. Oh, and Keg running into the pokey, taking it down, that's gonna send him back to the front of Turtle Rock, and yeah, just a bit of time lost there. Yeah, even with that heart he picked up out of Roller Room, because he's already taken like, because the game only refills for hearts after death, you're still pretty much in one-hit KO mode going through this dungeon, so you have to be really careful. You have to be really minding these pokey movements. There's Tempered for Naso, also going to be picking up the blue cane. And picking up another blue, so yeah, he'll still have one other blue potion for Turtle Rock. Okay, breaking out the blue cane. I am a fan. Yeah, blue cane only does Spider Sword damage, but it will kind of remove... Yeah, it will give you like invulnerability, and like you only really need the one hit to like you know, get those first 3 balls flying out from under the Pokies. So yeah, that is an admirable safety strat. It's a little worrisome because he doesn't have... Okay, yeah, there's a blue pot, so yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah, we get simultaneous potion refills and going back for the blue cane strat. Yep, this makes perfect sense. Oh, and hey, we get the variety stat prize pack out of the Pokies today. It's even randomized. So yeah, getting a nice fairy, getting that nice full magic decanter. Yeah, thanks Pokies. And yeah, the blue cane does lag the game, but dying is a lot slower than lagging the game. So I can agree with some blue cane strats, and yeah, Naso has gotten their key, and yep, there's that mirror. So that book was definitely required for Desert Palace, because there was no other way to get that Turtle Rock big key. Yeah, we're gonna be pushing forth through this dungeon. Alright, and there is our Swamp Small Key, also extremely required for the seed. Oh, and so realizing that dead rocks they'll just be sitting there for a little bit. Oh, and hey, there was a flute on floating island. So that's an interesting thing. So yeah, flute. So yeah, that mirror is going to give Keg the flippers. That's going to give him the flute. And it's also worth noting. So OvidiusNaso does have the Thieves Town clear up on Keg right now, but with the Thieves Town small was, or the Thieves Town big was on purple chest. So with that mirror and with that flute, that is going to be a pretty trivial grab for Keg. So yeah, good patience on his part. And it does though make sense why Naso would like do mirrorless miss sequence though. Like getting that big key and giving that dungeon does give your co-pilot, does give Mr. DNA a little bit of time to like read through the log. Yeah, understandable why they went for the key when they did, but oh yeah, and to refresh anyone in chat that maybe new to that may have not been keeping up with this week, this is Spoiler Log Co-Pilot Key Sanity Week, or Pilot Key Sanity Week. So Keg has Lady Box Thief, and OvidiusNaso has Mr. DNA reading the spoiler log for the seed and telling them what items are in which chests. So Lady Box Thief has already looked through the log and said, hey, there's nothing that you really need on Laser Bridge. You can go ahead and skip the laser skips. And Keg is gleefully obliging, takes care of Tranix, lickety split, really nice work on his part. Yeah, gets that crystal. So yeah, we've been seeing the runners just like in constant communication. Well, we haven't really been seeing them because they have their audio set to, game music, not, their Discord, but yeah, we've just been seeing the pilots and the runners kind of talking with each other constantly, going through like how they want to path out the seed, and yeah, it's been a really interesting race so far. So KegInTheCloset already out of Turtle Rock, OvidiusNaso going through Turtle Rock right now, and yeah, Keg, you have to bomb that wall. And yeah, so this being ALTTPR League, you can see the team's point totals for the season so far up on the top of the screen. So Keg and Ladybox repping Team Hot Dish, which is my favorite team in the league. I'm happy that they exist. Yeah, they have not yet secured any points. They have not won. They have not tied. But right now, things are looking pretty good for them, I'd say, right now. Whereas Naso, they've won his team has won a few matches so far in the league season, and yeah, it's been a fun race so far. And hey, if you're interested in following these runners' streams, enter !R in chat. You will be given a link to their streams, and you'll be able to follow their accounts. And yeah, they're definitely good people. So yeah, give them a follow. They've been working hard on these runs. They've been putting on a good show for us, and yeah, and now we're going to be seeing Keg activate his flute. Alright, so Keg going for the flute activation. Wouldn't surprise me to see him pick up Purple Chest immediately after this. Or nope, we are going to be getting whatever is in Swamp Palace. Alright, so Ovidius, representing Link, finds a way. Is going over to complete his Trinex fight. Picked up a heart piece on Laser Bridge, and you know, if you can get that laser skip first try, it's kind of worth getting, I guess. Didn't really work out for him there, but yeah, undeterred, he persevered and got it. And Keg is going to be getting whatever is in Swamp Palace. Okay, so we found another pod small key. So right now, the two items that we have not found yet are the Eastern Palace big key and the Misery Mire big key. We know where the Thieves Town big key is because, Naso has obviously cleared it. Yeah, we are going to see some Dabber Down out of Keg, so it wouldn't surprise me if one of those two required big keys were in Pod at this point, given how many items we've found for Pod. Okay, having a little bit of trouble setting up Diver down here. Yeah, this trick, it can be kind of finicky to set up, and you have to be moving your sprite. You have to get that block into a place where you can kind of squeeze past that with your sword. Oh, that was, yeah, that one was close, but still not there. Yeah, that position looks good. Yeah, you have to be holding right and up. But there we go. Yeah. Oh, and even even grabs the block for swag. I did not know you could do that. And all right, yeah. All right, yeah, we got it eventually. That's good. For that flute. Okay, and there's our Eastern Palace big key on Argus, so... Yeah, that's a nice, easy big key for Keg there. Yeah, so now we just have to find the Meyer big key, which, given that one of those pod smalls was a little bit out of the way, I would not be surprised to find in Palace of Darkness, so... Yeah, we're getting really close to no mode, Keg's really close to go mode, and Naso is going over the swamp too, so... Yeah, really hard to say who is ahead in this race right now, because Keg still has to... Keg Vitamin Potion, yeah, because Keg still has to get the Thieves Town big key out of Purple Chest, and then complete Thieves Town. Yeah, this is a pretty close series we have going on right now. So Keg making a quick pit stop at the Hostralis hut. Might be a heart container in here. Oh yeah, Bombos. Oh yeah, I guess that was also a required item for go mode, so... Yeah, that's a, nice efficient pathing there. Okay, and we see Naso skipping that extra pod small out of the waterfall chest, and yeah, he's not going to be going for Diver Down right now. Yeah, just going to be opting for the more traditional route. Kind of makes sense. Diver Down, as we kind of saw, was a little bit finicky, so probably just best to do the, old way of doing things. But yeah, interesting that he skipped out on that pod small. DNA may have been looking at the chests in pod and would have been able to tell Naso whether or not he needed that extra small key in order to grab that Meyer big key. I am assuming is in Palace of Darkness, because why else would we be here? Alright, so simultaneous boss skills here, and also kind of vaguely similar sounding names. We got an Armos kill for Keg and an Argus kill for Naso. Then Naso is staying in Dark World, both floating. Yeah, interesting call here. I kind of have to... Yeah, no, this is probably fine. Yeah, he has boots. He's fine. And then we get Blue Mail out of Southwest Basement. So that's a pretty nice find. Yeah, definitely would have liked that earlier, but if you came in here before Turtle Rock, you were going to be missing that mirror to just get the Eastern Clear and the Bombos out of Saha Closet, all just in one fell swoop, so perfectly understandable why we would put it off until now. Alright, we're also seeing a Boomerang in Pod. Not strictly necessary, but does make menuing a little bit easier. You don't have that blank space you constantly have to navigate around, and yep, there's a big key. It's to Misery Mire. So Keg is staying in Palace of Darkness. So I take it this means that there's some additional safety here in the Dark Maze that he's gunning for. Yep, that's worth the trip, I'd say. Silver arrows in the top this Dark Maze, yeah. And then we're going for the big chest too. Okay, the heart out of big chest is interesting and... Oh no, Keg. Oh no, we are getting something out of the vanilla big key chest. Okay, so whatever's in here, that must be why we grabbed that extra pod small out of Swamp Palace for Keg. Okay, powder. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so Keg is actually kind of pretty close in the... to what you normally have in Go mode in a just a normal key stand. You see 10 hearts, blue mail, silvers, powder. Yeah, we're pretty good up on safeties. Yeah, whereas so yeah, grabbing this Mire big. Yep, and we're probably gonna be seeing them getting those silvers too. Yeah, he's probably going to be skipping the heart piece, or the heart out of big chest. So there's silvers for Naso, and yep, they are out of here. Not going to be doing the full Dark Maze for the heart out of big chest, and they're also going to be skipping powder, looks like, yeah. Yeah, and just a note on this week. So for this week only, runners and their pilots are able to watch the restream. So this may have been like skipping that key, and so like the powders are really nice and really convenient, safe to have. But like if Mr. DNA has been watching the restream, they may have been looking over and said, "Hey, this race is super close. You need to start buying some time. You can't get the powder. You have to just trust your execution to carry you through." So yeah, definitely understandable why they would skip that small key and that like small extra bit of safety. You get the silvers because that's gonna save time overall. Yeah, definitely a really close race. Yeah, Naso, I would say, has a slight edge right now. Yeah, because Keg still has to grab that purple chest and then complete Thieves Town, which is going to be like a, few minutes for him. So, yeah, it looks like Naso is a full dungeon behind, but like if you look at the trackers, Naso has completed Thieves Town, so. Yeah, but it is worth noting, Naso did skip Lamp in the Escape Dark Cross chest, so yeah, Keg has the advantage of being able to see what he's doing in Mire. Naso should be, yeah, Naso is obviously competent in his dark rooms if he's skipping that lamp, because it's not the worst lamp to get in the world. Yeah, it's just going to be a tad bit slower for him to be going through it blind, but yeah, we're going to trust that he's got what it takes to clear that room quickly. Yeah, Keg switched to Cape for the Vitreous fight here. Yeah, so far they're quicker, but he may have looked at his arrow count, which is sitting at 11 right now, and he may have said, okay, I need at least 4 arrows for Ganon's Tower. I probably have to switch to Cape here so that I know that I have enough arrows for the Mimic Rooms in GT. Oh, and that must have been why Naso... Yeah, Naso hasn't activated their flute yet, it looks like, so... Yeah, that's why they made that dash from Swamp over to Pod, so... Yeah, activating their flute now. And we get Kick remembering, oh yeah, I have to turn the Smith before I can activate the purple test. This is a required Smith turn, and don't necessarily have to grab that small key. You can if you want to, but yeah, there if you want it. And meanwhile, Naso going to be opening up Misery Mire, and yeah, they will be able to go mode the dungeon, just a matter of getting those dark rooms. Alright, so there's that last big key for Keg. He will now be go-moding Thieves Town. So heading into the Meyer Dark Rooms. Okay, so gets a block on the switch. So that's, given that we don't have to activate the switch, that's definitely going to be the most challenging dark room that Naso has. So okay, you already had the small key. You probably don't need to get the big chest. Okay, that's fine. That's minor inconvenience. Okay. Alright, so yeah, Naso almost going to be stepping into the light here in Misery Mire. So yeah, Naso definitely has a small, like maybe like a 1 to 2 minute lead right now, because Keg has to go all the way through Thieves Town to like open up the ceiling and rescue Blind and do all the Thieves Town fun stuff. And I guess the third room can be pretty challenging because I don't really know any way to get through that without face thinking. Oh no, Naso! Oh man. Yeah, there's no way to like, yeah, there's no really easy way to get back there. Yeah, I just immediately got hit by the lightning, it looked like. Yeah, that's gonna set them back a little bit, so, phew, man. Yeah, this race just got a little bit more interesting because Naso's just gonna have to like redo this entire dungeon. Yeah, redo this Mire 2 room, which is one of the more challenging rooms to execute. It's... Yeah, that just kind of hit reset on this race a little bit. Alright, so Keg is now fighting Blind. And yeah, Naso has to go through the dark rooms again. And Keg going a little bit off script already. Yeah, Naso has to find this block switch again. And yeah, so that's Blind down for... Yeah, so that's Blind down for Keg. That's the switch down for Naso. Yeah, they're probably going to be activating Cape for this next room too. Yeah, they do have a blue in their inventory, but they might be saving that for the top of the tower, if I had any guess. Yeah, Keg is going to be heading up to Ganon's tower now. Yeah, just has to mirror, flute to 1. Yeah, and just to refresh the commentary, we have a race between KegInTheCloset being piloted by Lady Box Thief on Team Hot Dish versus OvidiusNaso being piloted by Mr. DNA of Link Finds a Way. Okay, and Naso taking that potion this time. Yeah, just has to keep a little bit chill here on this Vitreous fight. Okay, so that's Vitreous down by OvidiusNaso, so yeah, looks like by the time their fanfare is done, Keg is going to be activating Ganon's tower, so yeah, these two runners are really close, and GT is definitely not an easy dungeon, so yeah, we'll see. Keg does have a pretty good advantage right now, but yeah, because this is a weird environment, because like not only is this like, the first time that like or the only time in the season where like, runners can kind of stream snipe and actually like watch a stream, but like Team Hot Dish sitting with the 0 points right now, they are on their way to their first win if they can just pull off the tower. So yeah, you just kind of have to keep cool under this pressure and yeah, just play the game, just execute. You have done Gauntlet so many times. Yeah, we're just going to be cheering these runners on as they give us a pretty decently close finish. Yeah, Keg is going to be starting the Gauntlet, and Naso is going to be headed up the tower here. And yep, taking out that blue cane again. Okay. So that's what happens when you use blue cane in that room. You activate the switch, you bonk on the thing, and then all the spikes disappear. Alright, so we all learned something today. And yeah, Keg, yeah, he knows that he has a couple potions. He's not taking that very room. If he needs to refill, he can refill at any point as he starts his climb. Yeah, meanwhile Naso now entering GT. Alright, pretty solid gauntlet so far. Just needs to kill the Zazak. Yeah, gets them with a fire rod shot. Yeah, probably gonna powder. Yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna put the Lambo 2 fight a little bit off cycle for him, but he has gold sword, so he should be able to recover this. Yeah, only gets a couple hits on that phase, but yeah, meanwhile Naso navigating that first part of the tower pretty nicely, and yeah, he's gonna be in the gauntlet. Yeah, starting the 5 combat rooms just as Keg finishes up Lambo 2. Oh, and just barely missing the 1 cycle on Wiz Ropes 2 here is Keg. Yeah, meanwhile Naso also breaking out the Fire Rod for some of these gauntlet rooms just to give him a little bit more range on the shots with these Zazaks. Oh, nice use of iframes to dodge that BMO shot. Yeah, interesting strat here, and then no powder for Naso, so it doesn't have the option for a health refill. Maybe they still have a blue left in their inventory. I didn't see one there, but I know that they got 2 bottles, if I recall correctly. Yeah, meanwhile, KegInTheCloset lighting some torches. Yeah, already with the 2 pretty easy small keys, so it doesn't have to worry about these mini Helmas, just gets to go through the gauntlet. or not gauntlet, but the mini helmet room and also this next room. Oh, and so down to 1 heart. Yeah, these next couple rooms shouldn't be too much of a problem, depending on like how nice that one collapsing bridge room treats him. Yeah, KegInTheCloset. Done with Molder 2 and heading into the Aghanim 2 fight. And we've seen Naso playing a little bit safe here at the top of the gauntlet. Yeah, did get that nice heart drop, so back up to 3 hearts. And we get a raid from Speed Gaming 5 here on Twitch. Yeah, KegInTheCloset of Team Hot Dish here on the Aga 2 fight. We'll be going into Ganon in relatively short order here with a pretty solid equipment set. Just needs to hold his nerve, and he should be. Yeah, we might see Team Hot Dish getting that first win of their ALTTPR League career. So yeah, we've got a pretty fun race going on right now for you. But Naso hot on the heels. Keg cannot afford to make a mistake. Yeah, Aga 2 down. Yeah, we just need to do the Ganon fight now. Alright, so Ganon talking about that parade that I was talking about. Yeah, with that gold sword that Keg got, is just 6 hits for the first phase, 6 hits for the second phase. Putting on the cape, quite understandable. Even if he's not watching the restream right now, he's not seeing that dot done, so he knows that he could win, and he doesn't want to like chance anything happening at this point. Yeah, perfectly understandable, and I know that he still has a couple pots. And then we got OvidiusNaso entering Aga 2. Yeah, probably going to be playing it a little bit safe here, knowing that he's on a heart and a half. Yeah, Ganon lamenting that we found the silver arrows. Oh, Keg! My heart! Okay, he's fine. He's fine. We're all fine. OvidiusNaso is hopefully fine. Yeah, playing this Aga 2 fight super safe, because any hit from a blue ball or the energy ball is going to kill him. Yeah, okay, Aga 2 is down. Yeah, Keg nearly took a fall there. Yeah, switching to Lamp. Just does not want to die. Perfectly understandable. Takes out that silver arrow. And that is the 4 silver arrow hit for KegInTheCloset of Team Hot Dish. He is playing the fanfare. He is standing comfortably far away from the door. So yeah, get your GGs in chat for KegInTheCloset, who is going to be walking through that door into the Triforce room with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 27 seconds. GG's Keg. And that is going to be the first win of the season for Team Hot Dish in ALTTPR League Season 2. Yeah, really solid run, really solid stuff, really good communication between him and his co-pilot, who I probably should have credited with the victory, Lady Boxleaf. Yeah, real good time there. Alright, so we'll see about getting Keg and potentially Ladybox in here for an interview. And so unfortunately took a death to Ganon here.
Really solid run, really solid stuff, really good communication between him and his co-pilot, who I probably should have credited with.
Yeah, Naso taking another death, just, yeah, gonna grab the safety fairy here. Yeah, and give Ganon just another good whirl. Okay, so given that Naso is just on the Ganon fight here, we're gonna wait until Naso finishes up here to interview Keg. Alright, so Naso's here on phase 3. Yeah, we're a couple hits in, shouldn't be too long. Okay, nice torch glitz with the fire rod. So yeah, as long as he gets us a double here, he should be good with the magic that he has to kill Ganon. Yeah, just one more hit down. Yeah. Yeah, definitely good work to get the torch glitch with the fire rod shot. You know, the timing is tricky. Like, as long as you're waiting for that, you're looking for that last tile in the upper left corner to disappear and then firing your fire rod there, you should be good. But yep, gets Ganon down, and he will be going through that door as well, just a little bit behind Keg. Yeah, unfortunate how it played out for him, but yep, finishes with a time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, 56 seconds. So GG's for OvidiusNaso. Yeah, really solid effort in this run. All right, and I'm just going to pull him into the chat here, regardless of whether he's prepared or not. We are joined now by the race winner, KegInTheCloset. Keg, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing well. did not expect this, but glad we could pull it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like I was really happy to be on the comms for this. This week being the one week where you can actually like watch a stream, was Ladybox Thief for you watching the stream at all, and could you see like kind of what was happening on Naso's side?
Yeah, so she started to turn in right after we beat Meyer. So it was Meyer versus Thiefstand. So we thought we were gonna have a uphill battle, obviously. But then apparently Naso unfortunately took a death on Vitreous, and that's when things started to kick into high gear.
Yeah, definitely. You were, yeah, it did seem like you kind of like raised your level after that, like just saying, oh man, I could actually win this, and you just kind of had to snap to.
Right, exactly. There was there was a lot of execution dumbs, but there's also a lot of execution positives for me, at least on this. Like doing, I think it was 5 heart or 4 heart Turtle Rock was pretty crazy, but
Yeah, I think you were at 5 hearts in Turtle Rock, but you had green mail, and I think you had, like took a death warp in the roller room, so you were at 4 hearts, so pretty much still one hit KO.
Yep, pretty much. So I was proud to get through that at least. So.
Yeah, definitely. No, you did really good work. So, yeah. So how did you find this week's mode? Like, I know, I can't remember if like I think you were racing at the same time I was on when you did your first race. So I don't know if like you were piloting Ladybox but how do you think this mode like worked out for you? Like, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, so we switched roles, Ladybox and me. I was pilot the first match, and then she was pilot this match. Yeah, pilot is super stressful for like I don't know, like 40 minutes, and then it's like nothing. But I much prefer running, I guess, to piloting, just because you can kind of trust your pilot throughout the whole process, and then kind of execute as best as you can.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like I kind of definitely enjoyed running more than I enjoyed piloting. Like I got removed from the pilot role on my team, so yeah, I understand where you're coming.
Nice.
Okay, so we're seeing about getting Naso in here. I think he should have an invite, but first win of the season. How did that? Yeah, I don't know if I already asked, but how did that feel? Like, is it good to get that monkey out?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. We actually had some pretty tough people in this division. I personally played Serpent and Taylor, Zero Rush, and Ninban for all 3 of my matches before this. So
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and the one versus Ninban was Mystery Week, and it turned out to be. Oh, I also played Amarith, but anyways, the mystery one, it turned out to be a cross keys expert. So that was pretty tough.
Yeah, cross keys is like an expert mode in and of itself, but like adding the expert difficulty is.
Yeah, it was grueling, but learned a lot. It was tilting at times, but I don't know if I'm definitely not to the point where I could find that mode fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I kind of get that. So, looking at the next schedule, I think you have the spoilers next, so that's another fun team for you. So, are you up for co-op week 2?
We haven't actually decided yet. We still need to do that, but we'll see. It will probably be a mix of us. Obviously, one of us will run twice, but yeah, we have the spoilers coming up. Pretty challenging team, but it should be fun and exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be rooting for you. And and now we are joined by the second place finisher in this race, OvidiusNaso. GG's, man. Yeah, kind of tough.
Yeah, GG. What about dying, and then we'll see.
Yeah, there were some deaths. Yeah, spoiler can kind of do that because you're not really running with, like, all the safety that you're accustomed to. Like, you don't have hard pieces accumulating, so yeah, it's kind of understandable.
DNA did a good job routing it, so yeah, I mean, I think the Vidi death is really what cost us more than anything. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, that was kind of like the last one, because, like, yeah, you were like, I would say, like, a couple minutes ahead, because when you were on Vidi, I think Keg was just starting in the back of Thieves Town. But yeah, that kind of just reversed the tide, and there was, yeah.
And then also, I didn't know that you couldn't drink the potion while holding a stone in Spike Rock or Spike Cave, so that also hurt quite a bit. Because I died there twice.
Yeah, that's the other thing that I wanted to know about. Yeah, you can't. This game doesn't like it when you try to do two things at once. At least it doesn't, like, soft lock the game, but still sad how it has to.
Yeah, I didn't know going into Spike Cave if it was even possible. I think I had 4 or 5 hearts at that point. So, I think it was 4 hearts. But I was able to hookshot twice and then burn it over.
Yeah, I think Burna was actually the difference for you, Keg, because, like, Burna drains magic, like, a little bit more slowly than the cape does. So, yeah, like, even though Naso had a couple more hearts, he still had, like, a tighter window to, like, get that rock left in, whereas you could just, like, turn on Burn after the hook shots and.
Right.
All right, so I asked Keg this, so I'll ask this of you. So how did you kind of like spoiler Sanity Week? I know that I think looking at your match, like, you had Mr. DNA pilot both you and your other teammates. So yeah, did you try piloting it all, or?
I tried piloting, and it went really, really poorly. We could have spent more time doing it, but Mr. DNA was a good sport, and he was doing a pretty good job with the piloting, so we let him stick with it. But maybe he'll want to race 2 times next week or something as a reward for leading us.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, both pilots seem to do a pretty good job this seed. Shout outs again to Lady Boxy for Team Hot Dish and Mr. DNA for Link Finds a Way. And yeah, good luck to both of you in the next week of your seasons. This was a pretty fun race, and you're both pretty good players. So yeah, going to be interesting to see how you two perform.
For hosting us.
Yeah, thank you for all the commentary, the restream, all the tracking too. It's a lot for a bunch of volunteers to do, but glad we are able to showcase our skills.
Yeah, so I'll begin wrapping things up here by just once again, or maybe for the first time, I can't remember how much I thanked him, TJ Joel for the track for the seed. Yeah, it's a really hard mode to track because there's, occasionally some divergence. You have to, like, get everything on the spoiler log that you can onto the tracker. So yeah, TJ Joel did a good job keeping us on track. Shout out to him. And if you're interested in the runners, if you like what you saw today, you can hit exclamation point R in the Twitch chat and follow their streams. They're both, really good runners. They put on a heck of a show, and yeah, it's appreciated. But also follow Speed Gaming and the Speed Gaming affiliated networks, and follow the ALTTPR League for more ALTTPR League action. There's a few more races on today, including at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, Ganon's Gone Wild versus Ferrame. That's
gonna be nuts.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna try to tune in for that one. And yeah, just keep it locked into the Speed Gaming Network. There's going to be, a lot of action. I know that there's Final Fantasy Randomizer tournament happening, and I think the Super Metroid Zelda Link to the Past combo randomizer 1v1 tourney is having their group reveal today. So yeah, going to be a lot of good content here on the Speed Gaming family and network. So make sure you're following those. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been a fun race. Thank you again to Keg and OvidiusNaso for running. Yeah, we'll catch y'all next time. Thank you.